Hey, aren't you the legendary traveler? The one who repelled Storm Terror? I've heard so many stories about you. Always wanted an opportunity to research you up close.
What do you mean, research?
Sorry, don't mind me. What am I saying? Still, you'd definitely be able to help Albedo. It is you, after all.
There's that name again, Albedo. Is he also an alchemist in Mondstadt?
Apologies, I never introduced him. Albedo is the Knights of Favonia's chief alchemist. He's also Timaeus and my teacher.
But Paimon's only ever seen Timaeus teaching alchemy. So that means...
Yes, he's dedicated himself to investigating the truth of this world, and has made many an important breakthrough. We often get alchemists coming to Mondstadt from all over Teyvat, seeking his help. They say that the subtlest of guidance from Mr. Albedo helps him to solve the most unfathomable...
Wow! Paimon didn't know he was such a big deal.
Still, it seems that he's encountered a problem in his research recently. Every time... I'm sure that Albedo would love to hear about your incredible exploits. Albedo is a true gentleman. He'll be sure to pay you back in equal measure for helping him out.
Paimon doesn't need any help in that department. But if Albedo wants to pay Paimon back for helping him...
Albedo and Timaeus will be conducting research in the mountains right now. I'd love to take you both to see him, but somebody has to attend to the store. I'm afraid you'll have to go to the entrance to the pass and look for him by yourselves. Look out for a refined gentleman with the presence of a true scholar. And... sorry.
Hey, stop worrying! Sucrose is a whole lot less nervous once she gets talking about alchemy and research, huh? Is that what all researchers are like? Anyway, let's go and look for Albedo.
That's 600 Miatours away. Which means I can just...
Sister Rosaria! So here you are! Choir practice is about to...
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend to.
But this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
Hopes? That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
I mean, sure, but...
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? Do you not find it the least bit odd?
What do you mean?
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony. Who knows? Maybe this is...
Huh?
Evidence decides what people are like, not your feelings. Don't fret. Nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up. But if you dally any longer, you really won't make it.
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've gotta get going.
Meow.
Seems like that nun's an expert in making
I thought I heard something. Who are you?
We better watch out. She seems like...
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where. And you think I'm the trickster?
Wait, she heard that? Paimon was whispering so quietly.
And as for this outlander you seem to be following... Huh. So it's you. The honorary knight that saved us from storm terror. Well then, given your status, I won't press you on your reasons for eavesdropping. Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
What? Do the nuns of Mondstadt have the authority to arrest people now?
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we? Why shouldn't sisters have a sense of justice?
That doesn't sound right. But Paimon can't think of a good comeback.
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains? If it's him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm.
So, are you...
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurt. I couldn't care what you think. Come on then.
Let's see what he's up to.
There were elemental traces in the tracks.
Wrong button. I don't see any. They were lying. Oh, there we go. God, they must have small. They must be short and small if they have that small feet. God, look at that. Actually, no, never mind. Everyone else is just like that. Why do they never realize their feet are so small? Hold on. Alright. Hey. What you
Have a little
doing?
taste.
Wait here. I don't see anything.
Fry.
Oh, there we go.
You know, little pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
You're so suspicious. Why is Paimon a criminal in your example? Ooh, it's getting colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm all right. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Seems like there's more to being a nun in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
Hey, where you going? Oh. Oh.
Is that Albedo? Why would he hang around a place like this?
The word on the street is he loves sketching. He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Sketches everywhere you look.
But can't he see those hilly churros? Isn't he in danger? Looks like we startled them. Enough talk. Let's take them out of the picture first.
Sigh.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Yahoo!
Who are you? Why did you alarm them? Thank the gods I'd already completed my sketch. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilly trails unfinished.
What's up with sketching hilly trails?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain.
I like him. He's
If you'd
cool.
like to have a look at my sketch, it may give you a clue.
What is that thing?
Wow, look at the detail.
You can find these hilly trails anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat, and there's in the cyclical lives of such primitive
Hold your horses. We found your man. I'm headed back.
What?
So Sister Rosaria brought you. But back to the point. From her...
We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with your research.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here. Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking. I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control, and quite a few other mysterious things. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar. From another world. Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously. Forgive me.
Whoa.
You're right. For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
My guy can create life?
You can do that?
However, I have a particular seed in my possession. It's like you, in that it hails from another world.
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out,
I beg to differ. But you're not from the known world. By observing...
shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
Mora, knowledge, and the answer to the question you are seeking. Time for a change of surroundings.
Oh.
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
I swear this is turning into an anime, or it already is an anime.
Yahoo!
Uh-oh.
Has a question.
I don't know, but I feel using after awakening.
No, Paimon's got a brain. But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that more interesting than whatever?
Well, if it turns out to be...
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
Well, let's just say I, occasionally have to look after a child. Another lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. I suppose it's one of the few non-alchemy related disciplines I'm any good at. The subject of my first research was the elements. In this world, manipulating the elements requires a vision. Though I can't see anything resembling one on your person. How you're able to freely manipulate elemental power is something I'd like to ascertain. I've got a few questions in that regard. Firstly, do you have any extra organs? A second heart? A fourth stomach? Fascinating. And this...
What a stupid question. Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon, not floating child.
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps there is some invisible force connecting you. Oh, that rules out that possibility. I wonder.
I fished
Did
Paimon
Paimon
up.
guide the elemental power to you? But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick. Or cause the waterfall south of Springville to flow backwards. No, that definitely can't be it.
Hey! How would you know anyway?
In that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference between the composition of your body and that of the humans in this world. Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in their research, it seems that only experimentation. Firstly, this mysterious... Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps...
Huh?
Direct and clear observation are naturally, if you're...
Slimes! Slimes are fine!
Well, prepare yourself.
Uh-oh. Oh, of course they have to be big slimes, don't they? They're always big.
Ready, steady, go! Time for takeoff. Out of the way! Out of the way! Going in!
Wind blade.
Sigh.
Disappear.
Take cover! Here we go!
So how's everyone's day going?
Wind blade.
There's more. There's more.
Out of the way!
Oh.
Adventure
Decorating cookies is fun, except I'm not good at decorating anything.
Take cover!
Great work. Did you feel anything out of the ordinary?
Breakfast, hold on. I thought it was raining and then I realized the game is just having audio playing in the back. Like wind.
If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready. Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation of the external elemental flow is as expected. Elemental reactions are normal. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Now
Really?
that we know that
Nothing?
the external flow is manifesting normally, let's test the internal flow.
Internal flow? How do you test that?
It's very simple. I can use alchemy to create a potion that will extract elemental power. If the elemental
That's
power is stored
weird.
or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
That's suspicious.
Sounds kinda terrifying.
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness. No bodily injury.
And in the abnormal course of events?
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations. Try not to worry.
Yeah,
Well,
sure.
It's not that there aren't any risks involved. But if there is anything blocking your elemental flow, we'll be able... Just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign. Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. Before we get started, the potion we'll use for the test is missing a catalyst. We'll need to find it. It's a type of ore known as star silver, but unfortunately not all of it is suitable. I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver ore on the way. All going to plan, we should be able to begin concocting the potion when we get to the campsite.
Paimon's still got a few safety concerns, but it seems like
Oh my
there's a
god, why did it
silver
do that?
lining. Let's keep our eyes open.
I just tried to drink some coffee. This way?
Here. Should do for catalyst purposes.
What's this? Excusez-moi.
I don't see that coming.
You're so mean to me, bro. I'm just trying to get this ore.
This one. Usable with a bit of polish.
Why are you following me, bro? You're such a weirdo.
What luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
Get away from me! Alright, well. Wrong person!
Let's play.
Who goes there?
This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction.
Concoction is a weird
While we are
word.
waiting, have a look over here.
What's going on,
My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may have met in Mondstadt already.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the board there.
Why does he sound like a Kyle? Yo, what up, dude?
You got all these results
Hello!
from one
I just got the
sniper?
data.
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses, perhaps. I think the
few
most
daring
rational
guesses?
direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes. Consider. You don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions either, yet they too are able to manipulate the elements.
Whoa.
Following this line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings consisting entirely of the elements. A cryoregis vine, or even a whopper flower might be a better analogy.
What the heck is a whopper
But
flower?
tracing back the
That
phylogenetic
sounds like the
relationships
freaking
between
cauliflower
plants
whopper
and
from Burger
animals,
King.
you might have to
Introducing
trace
the
back
whopper
to the world's
flower.
origins. In that sense, things might get difficult, don't you think?
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary
Yes.
data already.
That sounds correct.
This
The
traveler
Mundo.
is a visitor from another world.
Hold on.
If it turned out that he did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world, now that really would be something, wouldn't it?
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. I'll slow down a bit next time. Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting analysis here for the time being. If you're keen for an update, just come and find me.
Great, I'll leave you to it.
Apologies, bro. Sorry, it's just my
Looks like the
huge
potion's
monster energy
I'll try a
Kyle
little first.
just
If all
got
goes
ahead
well,
of me.
I'll hand it over to you. In line with my expectations.
Ow.
Ready to drink.
Ready to drink.
Remember to keep calm at all
I'm
times.
a minor.
And
I'm
breathe
under
deeply
21.
if you feel unwell.
Drink the potion. Where's my inventory? There it is. Hold on. Best Buy. That's in 2 years, so I should be fine. Where is it at? There it is.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face.
Leave me alone.
You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready? What happened to him?
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very positive one at that. This potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, a repelling reaction is to be expected. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort. Once the flow is complete, there won't be any other effects.
I don't trust
So
this
you
guy.
knew you'd be sick and still drink some?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig. But of course, you're my assistant. By all sense and reason, it would be wrong of me to place that risk onto you. In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world. Nothing peculiar.
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to happen.
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a tendency to be of the undesirable variety.
You don't say.
The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference, and everyone understands you. People are the same. They can understand, empathize, encourage, and support one another. When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. When something goes wrong, you can ask people who've made the same mistake for their experience because you are them. But a peculiar person, they don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted. The essence of their life is fundamentally different. For example, a human can't understand the life of a pyroregisvine or an Eye of the Storm. Have I explained it? To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can use your elemental power without fear. Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see to collating them.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm thinking a lot clearer now. Oh, having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me, but starting with the premise of an elemental life form, now that was...
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research at the fore as opposed to my judgment.
You can count on me, sir. I'll extract a result satisfactory to all.
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a suck-up. What Paimon meant to say was, that's the spirit! Mr. Albedo, say something!
Before we can proceed with our research, I need to prepare something. Wait one moment. If you're interested, why not have a look around? It may help to
I
pass
am
the time.
gonna do something really quickly. Hold on.
Right now, I wish I was sitting at the top of a tree, looking out over a meadow, cider in hand.
Okay. Ugh. Let's see what this is. Mm-hmm.
Here comes Albedo! Let's go see him!
Where? Oh.
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting? Agreed. I'd love to find a... Well, on with the research. There may be significant differences between different worlds. Take Teyvat, for example. Here, those with visions can manipulate the elements, but worlds may well exist where only one person is able to do so. Or even everyone. So, leaving elements to one side. I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, time for the... No. You shan't be required to exert quite so much effort this time around. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
You think Paimon knows how to do that?
That was your best effort? Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I don't mean for cooking. I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with proliferation. Anyway.
Cooking? Paimon...
Not only is this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting with, and...
Paimon, but that does sound yummy, though. Okay, Paimon approves.
I'll leave you to it then. If there's...
Paimon doesn't think we'll have that. How are we gonna channel elemental power into the food? Maybe try the willpower thing again.
Where's that at?
Where does it get these ideas from anyway? Let's just do it the old-fashioned way.
I don't have fish.
That was fast.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Please tell me you have some fish around here. I want fish. Can I craft fish? Where's the fish?
That was fat.